Hello everybody, I'm Eternal Reading. I'm here for a video to talk about a project that I'm starting with a few other booktubers. I'll shout their names out now and I'll put their channels at the bottom of in the description. Mike from Bibliophile Bookscapes, uh, Lewis from the Literary Buffet, and Patrick from Patrick's Book Reviews. And I think it was Lewis that thought of this sort of project, and I watched his video, and it intrigued me. The the thought of picking a country and just diving into it in the year, and I thought, you know what? I haven't read much from Poland. I read that book there just before the end of the year called Illiiad, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought, you know what? Let's pick this country. It's something to look into. We'll dive into their history and some of their literary works, and I've came up with four books to read, and I might keep this going every year, but just pick a different country for each year and just keep this going for my reading life. Just every year pick a country and read 4 books from that country. The way I'm planning doing it, you don't have to do it this way. I think the rules is it has to be a Polish writer or written in Polish. But one of mine was a Polish writer, but he wrote it in French, I think, originally, but then it was translated. But we'll go on that. I'll talk about that in individual books when I get to them. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one that's a classic, one that's like a literary novel of more modern times, a science fiction, and I'm sure it's not hard to figure out what the science fiction one is for Poland, and a fantasy, or if I can't find a fantasy in any other country, more like a myth, a mythology. So that was the plan. Then after I discuss about these books, I'll show some other books I think will be coming up this year on this channel. To say it's not set in stone, they're just books that I have which I hope to get to. I wouldn't call it like a must read. I'm going to read them all this year, but there's one I think I'll definitely read this year, but I might get to them. So yeah, we'll jump straight in here for the Polish books. As I say, I'll link their things in the description. But the first one I'm reading is the manuscript found in Saragossa. Hope you can see that. It's a great cover. I like that cover. There's the title. What made me drawn to this was because it says it's a weird tales, story within a story, like a labyrinthine novel. There's gothic in it. It's got horror. It's got humor and all, dark humor. Because it's a weird tales, a big long weird tales. I think it's about 600 pages. So this is my first. I'll be starting today, and hopefully in 2 weeks or 3, depending, because I read a lot of short stories and amongst it. I'll have a review up in the next few weeks, and if not, I should have short story reviews up every week anyway. But that's my first, and let me know in the comments if I picked okay, or don't go there. Put it back. Put it back. It's a nightmare. But you can let me know if you've read it. Now, the other one. This is the fantasy novel, and I'm just cheating a wee bit because I've had this in my bookshelf, and I have to get round to it. And I thought, well, kill 2 birds with one stone. I'll read this year. The Witcher by Andrzej Sapkowski. This is the new novel. It's like the prequel, and that's my fantasy pick. And I'm hoping to get to that maybe at the end of the year, because I would like to get this one and the literary one done first. And the other ones I have on the post. One of them anyway. The other one I'm going to get up in the town or in the city when I get to Belfast. But the one that I have in the post, and for some reason they're not sending it out to me until next week. I don't know why that is, but it's called The Needle's Eye, and that's your man's name, Waislaw Mysliski. I'm trying. It's a origin. You let me know in the comments if I butchered that or not. But The Needle's Eye is like more of a modern day literary novel, and I'm looking forward to that. And then the one that I think everybody's going to guess is a very famous science fiction Polish novel, but I've never read before, and I know I've never seen the film either, so I'm going in it blind. I think it was Chris from Little Spaces says he wished he didn't watch the film and just read the book. I think it was him said that, and I'm not going to watch the film now. I'm just going to dive into the book. So that's my Poland project, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to reading all the years to come. Pick a different country. I'll maybe put something up and let people vote maybe, and I'll pick a country, or they can pick a country, whatever country they live in. They can vote for it, something like that. We'll worry about that next year. But the other books that I am planning to read this year, and this is one I don't have yet, but my friend in works, me and him's decided he's going through the book 2666 at the minute by Roberto Bolaño, and I says I've read it. Yeah, there's a hard bit in the middle. Just be prepared, and I think he's got to that bit now. But I says when he's finished it and he's got a couple of months to settle down and read something else, if he wants to go back to Robert Bolaño, and he says, "Oh, definitely we will be." I says, "Right, well, I'll tell you what, pick up The Savage Detectives, and I'll pick it up as well, and we'll read that together, as a buddy read." But it's just, as I say, we work together, so we'll be able to go in every day and work and talk about it, see who got where and what we feel, where the story's going and all that. So that should be interesting. So I'm definitely reading that this year with him. I'm looking forward to Roberto Bolaño, because I haven't read, I've read a lot of Roberto Bolaño, but I haven't read him in a few years. I've read most of his novels and his short stories, the shorter novels, but I've not read that one. I haven't tackled that one, and apparently it was one of his best, so I'm looking forward to it. Now, I'm going to show a few other books in this video, and these books are going to be ones that I hope to get to this year. This one definitely, because I'm watching a guy talk about this at the minute in his channel, Becoming a Reader, and I might put his link in actually at the bottom as well. Becoming a Reader, he's reading this at the minute. We new channel as well, like myself, and we're just starting this, and he is reading this for I don't think it was his first time, but he's diving into it more this time, and we were talking about it in a conversation or the comments there the other day, and it intrigued me, and I thought, you know what, I need to read this again, but in a new translation. So I've had this for a while, so I'm going to jump into that. That's a definite this year, definite. Now this is a maybe. I'm trying to do this video quick here, so I'll not talk too long about these books. But The Odyssey. See, I've read this 3 times in my life, but again, I've not read it from this translator, Robert Fagles, which is apparently very good, as they say, very good translation. And another one that's a probably will read this here very soon. Actually, maybe read this one after that novel I'm starting now. It's the 3rd in the Quorum cycle. Oh, sorry, the 6th. And I'm enjoying them, they're fun, and I would like to just finish them off, so that would be that done, which I'll do very soon. And we'll go through a few more here. But I want to say, in between a lot of these, I've got another Michael Moorcock I might start, and I'll probably read them in between bigger novels. But let me know if you want me to start that one. If you want me to start that one, or would you like me to start the Fallen Angels trilogy, or Count Brass trilogy? Let me, what's the other one? Count Brass, Fallen Angels. I have another one. Dancers in the End of Time. A few. Gloriana. That's a one novel, but so let me know in the comments if you're a big fan of Michael Moorcock's bookworks, and tell me the next one to dive into out of them books, and I'll maybe jump into that one for the rest of the year. And another trilogy I need to finish, and it's the Space trilogy. So you'll get a review of this at some stage. I love the first 2, Out of the Silent Planet and Pearl Andrea. But the 3rd one, called That Hideous Strength by C.S. Lewis, is his biggest. It's like the whole half of this book is the last novel, so it's a bigger one. But I love C.S. Lewis. I love his writing style. I love his message that he brings across in his novels. I love all the work that C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien done. I need to read the other guy that was their friend that's in the Inklings. I can't mind his name now, it's just off my head, but there was another one that they were all friends, and he's wrote a lot of work. And I need to get into them. That's me. Might be buying more books, what you see. And oh, I'll show this because it's another C.S. Lewis. Till We Have Faces, and apparently this is like something to do with Cupid and mythology, but he's put a Christian sort of mix in with it. So yeah, we love C.S. Lewis, so we do. Now this one is a classic I've been wanting to get to for years, and it intrigues me because it's something different for me. It's gothic and all, but it's in the mind of a girl and her life and how she lived her life in mid 1800s, and that's Jane Eyre. So I've been wanting to read this for years. It's always been that book that's intrigued me, and I looked at it and thought, that's for the dark nights. So I'll maybe read this whenever we get to more of the autumn time at the end of the year. But we'll keep that because that could be a good read autumn time. I would say October maybe start that, or November. October you like to read scary shit, don't you? So I don't know. That maybe is scary. Another one I've had my bookshelf for years, so it's a kind of I need to do it this year. And if I put it on this video, I might actually get reading it because I've had it for a long time, and I love the edition, and I actually like the writer because I've read a lot of his work, but I've never read this one, and it's the Wind Up Bird Chronicle. I read his other ones. I read his big massive IQ or 1Q84, is it? But I've never read the Wind Up Bird Chronicle, so let me know in the comments if that's worth diving into. And it's a big one again. It's a chunker, but I'm trying to get more into reading big books again. That's a thing that I'm focusing on doing this year, because I've been for years and years reading smaller work. So yeah, and that's the books I have on me right now that I can think of. There's some up there still to be read. There's a Conan the Barbarian book with a new writer I could maybe jump into, and then I've got loads of short stories. I've actually got Leo Tolstoy's short story collection. Just got it yesterday, and the volume 2 is coming in February. I don't know if that's when it's released, but that's when it says it's coming for the post. Leo Tolstoy's volume 2 short story collection. And I also purchased, bear with me, sorry guys, let me know if this is good, Henry James Collected Stories. She looks too happy there. I don't know what to expect with that, but I know that he is a loved author, great with words, and I read this scary story, well not scary, but it's very weird, gothic, The Turn of the Screw, and I enjoyed it years ago. So when I seen that collection there, it was an offer on Amazon, I can't help myself. You know what it's like, guys, we're readers, buy books, you don't even need them. But I keep saying to myself, it's for the library, it's building up my library. I will get to them. It might not be this year, but short story collections are great because you can just jump in whenever and commit and jump in. You don't have to commit yourself for a whole read, so that's what I love, short story collections. And as this is in this channel, you're going to get a lot of short story reviews still every week. Hopefully I'll pick one. I'm hoping next year, I know I have all these ideas, next year I'm hoping to doing every week like a Lovecraft short story every week. I might actually stop like the Poetry Thursday at some stage and just do Lovecraft. I might even do it this year. If I get burned out doing the poetry side, I might start doing just that, because I've got to upload too many videos every week. But I might actually do like a Lovecraft or Weird Tales and do a short story on Weird Tales every week or something. I can change. That's the beauty. You can do what you want. At the end of the day, we're here just to read books and have a laugh. So I could maybe chop and change. But yeah, I've other 2 more tags coming up. I'll have to do them. I'll maybe do one a week. That Mike tagged me on, so I will get to that as well. But I'm dragging on now for 15 minutes. So yeah, that's my books that I'm planning to read this year, and that's the books that I showed you there, the 4 for the Poland project. Hoping to move it on to another country, and then another country until forever. So yeah. Thanks for watching. If you stuck this long, and write in comments any books there that you enjoyed and any books you think I will enjoy, or yeah, all the best everybody. Have a nice weekend.